Let me ask you something. When was the last time you truly listened, not just to others, but to yourself? Most people are so busy talking, reacting, and proving themselves that they miss the most powerful tool they have, silence. Because in silence, you gain clarity. In silence, you gain control. And when you stop chasing, stop forcing, and start trusting, things begin to align. The right opportunities, the right people, the right answers, they come to you naturally. So today, I challenge you. Master silence, master patience, and watch as the world starts working for you instead of against you. True strength comes from stillness. When you learn to silence the noise around you, both externally and internally, you begin to hear what truly matters. Most people spend their lives reacting, constantly talking, defending, proving, explaining. They believe that success comes from being the loudest voice in the room, from always having something to say. But the real power lies in restraint. The real power lies in presence. When you practice silence, you become aware of the thoughts running through your mind, the emotions guiding your decisions, and the energy of the people around you. This awareness is what separates those who struggle from those who succeed. You see, the world moves fast. People rush to make decisions, jump into conversations, and act without thinking. They fear silence because silence forces them to confront themselves. It forces them to slow down, to listen, to process. But this is where the magic happens. When you allow yourself to step back, to observe rather than react, you start to see opportunities that others miss. You recognize patterns. You understand people on a deeper level. You develop an instinct for timing, knowing when to speak, when to act, and when to wait. This is the foundation of true intelligence. Think about the most influential people in history. Were they the ones who shouted the loudest? Or were they the ones who spoke with precision? The ones who listened more than they talked, who understood before they responded. Silence doesn't mean inaction. It doesn't mean passivity. It means preparation. It means strategy. Consider a game of chess. A novice player moves quickly, eager to attack, impatient to win. They play reactively, making decisions without truly seeing the board. A master, on the other hand, takes their time. They study their opponent. They anticipate, they sit in silence, thinking 5 steps ahead while their opponent rushes forward blindly. And when they finally make their move, it is powerful, it is unstoppable. This is the power of presence. When you develop the ability to stay silent, to observe, and to control your impulses, you gain an edge over everyone around you. You stop wasting energy on unnecessary battles. You stop reacting to distractions. You begin to control your own mind, your own emotions, your own destiny. Most people don't realize that every great achievement, every breakthrough, every moment of brilliance comes from a place of stillness. The greatest artists, the greatest thinkers, the greatest leaders, they all share this trait. They know how to quiet the world around them and listen to the voice within. They trust the process. They allow insights to come to them naturally instead of chasing them desperately. This isn't just about success, it's about peace. When you master the art of silence, you master the art of inner balance. You no longer feel the need to prove yourself at every turn. You don't have to fight for validation or compete for attention. You become confident in your own power, knowing that real strength doesn't need to be announced. It simply is. The world tells you to be loud, to always have an answer, to always be in motion. But the greatest things in life come when you learn to be still. When you trust that you don't have to force things into existence. When you realize that everything you need is already within you, waiting for the right moment to surface. So practice silence, practice presence, and watch as the world starts working in your favor. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who talk the most. They are the ones who listen, observe, and know exactly when to speak. They understand that silence is not a sign of weakness, but a tool for mastery. When you learn to control your words, you learn to control your influence. Think about it. How many times have you seen people talk themselves into trouble? They say too much, reveal their plans too early, or let their emotions drive their words. They try to prove their intelligence by speaking at every opportunity, but in reality, the person who listens the most learns the most. And the one who learns the most has the greatest advantage. Silence allows you to gather information, to read the room, and to understand the people you are dealing with. It helps you identify who is genuine and who is just making noise. When you're quiet, people reveal themselves to you. They show you their true intentions, their strengths, and their weaknesses. They give you the upper hand without even realizing it. The greatest negotiators in the world understand this. They don't rush to fill silences. Instead, they wait. They let the other person talk, allowing them to reveal their thoughts, their emotions, and sometimes even their desperation. A well-timed pause is more powerful than 1,000 words. It forces others to think, to reconsider, and to reveal things they otherwise wouldn't. Leaders who master silence command more respect. When they do speak, people listen. Why? Because they don't waste words. Their speech is intentional, impactful, and strategic. They don't speak just to be heard. They speak to create change, to influence, and to lead. But silence isn't just a tool for dealing with others, it's also a tool for mastering yourself. When you learn to be silent, you gain control over your emotions. You stop reacting impulsively and start thinking before you act. How many times have you said something in anger or frustration and regretted it later? How many times have you made a decision based on temporary emotions rather than long-term strategy? Silence creates a gap between your emotions and your actions. It allows you to process, to reflect, and to choose the best possible response instead of the quickest one. This ability to control yourself through silence is one of the greatest strengths you can develop. It keeps you from getting caught up in arguments that don't matter. It prevents you from making decisions you'll later regret. It allows you to remain calm in situations where others panic. And that calmness, that ability to stay centered, is what makes you truly powerful. Look at the most respected figures in history. They weren't the ones who spoke the most, but the ones who spoke with purpose. They were deliberate. They chose their words carefully. They understood that speaking less often meant that when they did speak, their words carried more weight. Mastering silence isn't about being passive, it's about being in control. It's about knowing when to speak and when to listen, when to act and when to wait. The more you practice this, the more powerful you become. You stop reacting to the world and start shaping it. You become intentional with your words, your energy, and your presence. And the best part? When you master silence, you gain an edge in every area of life, in business, in relationships, in leadership, everywhere. Because while others are busy making noise, trying to prove themselves and reacting emotionally, you are sitting in a position of power, fully in control of yourself and the world around you. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. This is one of the most powerful truths about life, yet most people don't realize it. They waste their energy on distractions, on meaningless arguments, on things that do not serve their goals. They react impulsively to everything around them, constantly shifting their focus from one thing to another, never truly making progress. But the moment you learn to control your attention, you gain control over your life. Most people live in a state of reaction. They hear a piece of bad news and they immediately spiral into negativity. Someone criticizes them and they instantly become defensive. They see other people succeeding and instead of learning from them, they become envious. This constant state of reaction drains their energy, leaving them exhausted and frustrated. They never stop to ask themselves, is this where I want my energy to go? Is this helping me move forward? Successful people understand that their attention is their most valuable resource. They do not waste it on things that don't matter. They do not engage in unnecessary conflicts. They do not dwell on problems. They focus on solutions. They know that whatever they focus on grows. If they focus on negativity, they create more negativity. If they focus on opportunities, they attract more opportunities. This is why silence is such a powerful tool. When you are silent, you can observe your thoughts. You can see where your energy is going. You can identify the patterns that are holding you back and make conscious choices about where to direct your focus. Instead of reacting impulsively, you can pause, reflect, and decide how you want to respond. Think about the people who are always complaining, always arguing, always chasing things that don't truly matter. Where does their energy go? Now think about the people who are calm, focused, and strategic. They don't waste time proving themselves to others. They don't get caught up in drama. They put their energy where it actually counts, on their goals, their growth, their vision. This is the difference between success and failure. It's not about luck, talent, or intelligence. It's about focus. It's about knowing exactly what you want and directing all of your energy toward it. And the first step to achieving this is to become aware of where your attention is going right now. Are you spending your time worrying about what other people think of you? Are you letting small inconveniences ruin your day? Are you giving your energy to things that do not align with your goals? If so, it's time to make a change. It's time to take control of your focus and start using it to create the life you want. One of the most powerful things you can do is practice stillness. Take a step back from the noise. Stop reacting to everything around you. Instead, observe. Ask yourself, where is my energy going right now? Is this helping me grow? The more you practice this, the more control you will gain over your life. When you stop reacting to every little thing, you free up your energy for what truly matters. You start to notice opportunities that you would have missed before. You begin to attract the right people, the right ideas, and the right circumstances into your life. It's not magic, it's focus. Most people believe they need to work harder, do more, and push themselves constantly to be successful. But the truth is, success isn't about doing more, it's about doing the right things. And to know what the right things are, you must first quiet the noise, stop reacting, and start focusing. So, starting today, be intentional with your energy. Guard your attention fiercely. Stop giving it away to things that drain you. Instead, direct it toward your vision, your growth, your success, because where your attention goes, your energy flows, and where your energy flows, your life follows. Patience is one of the most underrated yet most powerful forces in success. Most people are in a constant rush, trying to force results, chasing success, and pushing against resistance. They believe that the harder they push, the faster they will get what they want. But in reality, true achievement doesn't come from force. It comes from alignment, from understanding the right timing, and from allowing things to unfold naturally. Think about how nature operates. A seed does not become a tree overnight. It goes through a process. First, it is planted. Then, it is nurtured. It grows roots before it ever breaks the surface. And even after it sprouts, it takes years before it becomes strong, before it bears fruit. But does the tree worry? Does it rush? No. It follows its natural process. It trusts that if it receives water, sunlight, and time, it will reach its full potential. This is how success works. Everything you desire, growth, wealth, fulfillment, mastery, takes time. The problem is that most people don't trust the process. They want immediate results. And when they don't see them right away, they get frustrated, they quit too soon, they switch directions too often, they become impatient and try to force things before they are ready. And in doing so, they sabotage themselves. When you learn to be patient, when you learn to trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, you gain an incredible advantage over everyone else. You stop panicking when things don't happen immediately. You stop making impulsive decisions that set you back. You stop looking for shortcuts and instead focus on real, lasting progress. Patience allows you to master your craft. Look at anyone who is truly great at what they do, whether it's an athlete, an artist, a business leader. They did not become the best overnight. They put in the work day after day, even when they weren't seeing results. They trusted that if they kept improving, if they kept showing up, success would come. And it always does, but only for those who are willing to wait. The biggest mistake people make is thinking that patience means doing nothing. That's not the case. Patience doesn't mean sitting back and hoping for the best. It means taking consistent action without the need for immediate validation. It means working, improving, growing, and knowing that everything is coming to you in the right time. Think about the people who constantly chase things: money, success, relationships. They run from one opportunity to the next, never staying long enough to build something meaningful. They start businesses and quit before they gain traction. They jump from one idea to another without committing fully. They are always searching for the next big thing, the quick fix, the instant success. And because of that, they never reach the level they desire. But the ones who are patient, who commit, who trust in steady progress, those are the ones who win. They understand that the universe rewards consistency, that mastery comes from repetition, that growth comes from persistence. They are not discouraged by temporary setbacks, because they know that every challenge is just part of the process. The irony is that the people who chase things the hardest often push them away. The person desperate for success never finds it because they are too focused on the result and not enough on the process. The person desperate for a relationship repels people because they radiate neediness. The person desperate for money makes impulsive financial decisions that actually keep them broke. But the one who is patient, the one who focuses on doing the right things, improving every day, and allowing things to come naturally, that's the person who ends up getting everything they desire. So what does this mean for you? It means you need to trust the timing of your life. It means you need to stop rushing and start building. It means you need to develop the discipline to stay the course even when you don't see immediate results. Because success is not about speed, it's about direction. A person moving slowly but consistently in the right direction will always beat the one running in circles. Patience is power. It is the key to long-term success, deep fulfillment, and unshakable confidence. When you stop forcing, when you start trusting, and when you stay committed to the process, everything you want will come to you naturally, not because you chased it, but because you became the person who was ready to receive it.